big wave guy. You know what the fuck. 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 You know what the fuck.
What's good to the channel? Big Wave God made it. This your boy Ted. Hit that like button, hit that sub button, and follow my IG page at Big Wave God. Now the boy Adam, man, y'all already know. He done said Rell was capping about only making $300 a week on No Jumper, man. He said he was making at least 5, 6, 7, 8,000 a month, you feel me? And Adam22 went on to go ahead and say that Rell and AD and everybody, you know, they started their own thing, Fig World. He basically saying they know how the live numbers look. They know what the checks rolling in look like. They basically left a good situation where they was making about $1,500 at least a week in Rell case, because AD was making more, you feel me? Let's just get that understood. He said AD came and asked for a raise like anybody was supposed to do. And he felt like Rell should have just came and asked for a raise. But anyway, he basically was saying that Rell left his situation at No Jumper to go start his own thing and basically had the money that he was making cut even more, you feel me? So he's saying you was making $300 on my channel when he said that was cap. But he like, bro, Rell, you about to be making that on your own channel. So you just basically left the bag at No Jumper for somebody else to come in and get it to basically start all over again. Now, I do believe that Rell is all right, because he did say it's not really about the money from No Jumper. Plus, I think Rell already had paper before he got on No Jumper. So, you know, I just think, man, Rell was just following the homies, bro. I don't really think Rell even had a reason to really leave besides the fact that AD brought him in there and AD chose to leave. Now, as far as him complaining about his pay and all that, we know what it is, man. It's just content, it's views. Like, Rell is kind of putting it out there slightly like, nigga, let's have this back and forth so we can run these views up even more, you feel me? And that's what it is, man. But we about to get this reaction. Y'all hit that like button, hit that sub button. Let's get it.
The reality is everybody's like, why didn't you put Rell on a contract? And keep in mind, I was letting him do whatever he wanted outside of No Jumper. I wasn't trying to have any kind of control over the fact that he was streaming on his own or whatever. A non-exclusive deal where you're getting paid that significant of an amount of money, where you then get to go home and talk about whatever the fuck you talked about on No Jumper on your own shit. I'm not really buying the idea that this was not generous, because I've already painted the picture about the fact that I was essentially taking a loss on a lot of the content. People choose.
Now, Adam22, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You can't keep saying you was taking a loss on the content and you wasn't making no money, but at the same time saying that you was paying them a lot of money. So, I mean, is the money coming from your back catalog? If that's the case, just say that. You gotta make it clear now. You know, people, they picking and choosing.
To hear that and just read into it and be like, oh, that's offensive. That's mean. You didn't appreciate them. No, I'm being honest with you. And you know the fucking numbers because they're transparent. You guys are making the same amount. That what I'm talking about, that $70, $80, $100,000, whatever it might be.
But the thing, Adam, your back catalog is making so much money from the channel, and I ain't gonna lie, they brought a lot of new fans that's going to look at your old content. So it's like, you only cutting them in on those episodes. You're not cutting them in like on the overall viewer count, because if that was the case, bro, you wouldn't be worried about losing money, because you said you don't even gotta post no more and your channel gonna generate a lot of money.
That being based on how much shit he was doing, they left, or Rell specifically, he left that to go do their own podcast, split 4 ways. So, you know, if I had to guess, I would say that, you know, an average episode makes $400, $500, $600.
That's it?
You kill it that month or that week and you make $1,000.
Don't tell me I'm trying to build up my reputation and my name so I can get the streaming on Saturday nights, man. They making $200, $300, $400, $500. I mean, I guess that is a lot. No cap, that's a lot. Like if it was by myself, you know, and I was streaming and I made that much off just a couple hours. But split 4 ways, man, y'all niggas getting $100 each.
So, you know, I'm not trying to say that, like, them doing their own independent thing is a bad idea or whatever, because if they wanted to do that, I support them. But you are talking about swapping out maybe making $100,000 a year for maybe making like $200 a week.
Dang. I mean, and in their defense, you know what I'm saying, in Fig World defense, I don't think they like relying on a podcast to take care of them and pay their bills, to be honest. You feel me? I think they pretty much all good at this point, especially now at this point. So them busting down that money, it ain't gonna really hurt them now, but them sticking together and being consistent and putting good content out, that's gonna do something, and eventually they gonna all be getting paid. You gotta remember, Fig Community World only had like 2-3 episodes. So imagine whenever they 194 episodes in, what that back catalog gonna be looking like.
Now you're actually earning the amount that content earns and splitting it up evenly. Whereas before, you had this fucking white guy benefactor who was just artificially amplifying the price for that kind of content because we enjoyed having it on the channel.
Wait, what does that mean?
You know, we were trying to make it work. And, you know, T-Rell is someone who, if he had came to me and said, hey, I want to get on a contract and I want to get paid X amount of dollars, I would have been 100% open to that conversation. Even right before he left the platform, I remember we were having a conversation on his channel where he was talking about Lush. And he kind of said something about how he felt like he should have been getting paid more. And you like go listen to how I responded.
Now I understand like you wanted T-Rell to come and ask for a raise, bro. But if Lush and Flakko and them came in after T-Rell and you paid them that much and put them in contracts, don't you think at that point it would have been time to have a talk with T-Rell about possibly giving him a raise? You know what I'm saying? Some bosses just give you a raise because you've been working hard, especially if somebody new about to come in. You don't pay them more than your employee that been there the whole time. I don't understand why he had to wait on T-Rell to come ask. It seemed like you wanted closed mouths to not get fed, you feel me? Because if you was a generous boss like you say you are, you would have did the right thing without them having to say nothing, bro. They thought y'all was friends. Well, at least AD did. AD got the contract, but T-Rell, I don't know, man. It's crazy.
I was 100% open to it because I realized that he was a valuable part of the operation, and I felt like, you know, if he wanted to
that right there, bro, you should have just initiated it if he that valuable.
Have that conversation, if he wanted to get on a consistent contract, he would just ask me. And it's crazy because the other day, I don't even know that much about these guys, but I know that like MacWap is like one of their friends or whatever, and I just seen a clip of them talking about it. And they totally agreed with me. They were like, "Yeah, like if he wanted to get paid more, he should have asked him." And I'm like, "Why am I watching your friends who don't even know me, or I'm pretty sure they talk shit about me or whatever? I don't pay that much attention." But
boy, they don't fuck with you, boy. They don't fuck with you.
Why am I watching them totally get it while I'm watching a 30-minute clip that you made with bullet holes in the thumbnail of you just like intentionally pretending like you made a good move, like as if it was a really brilliant genius business move to quit before you saw how much money you could potentially get paid, you know?
I mean, we can stop it right there, man. I mean, he did leave before, you know, because he didn't ask for a raise, but T-Rell, he keeps saying, man, look, T-Rell, I don't think he put it out there like to expose how much he was how much he was making, you feel me? I don't think he cared about how much he was making because, again, he said that, bro. I think he was just bringing up a topic and finally speaking on it because they was trying to make it look so good and capping us down like he was making 6 figures over there. But it was just something to speak on. Adam taking it like T-Rell is complaining about it or he making it seem like that was his issue and that's why he left. But in reality, bro, just read between the lines. It's not why he left. T-Rell left because the homies left. They seen what they had. They seen how Adam22 was moving. They didn't agree with a lot of stuff he was doing in the direction that he was going. And that's why they left. It wasn't because of the pay. It wasn't because of that Adam22. It was simply because him and his friends decided to do their own thing. And yes, they're going to be making less money, probably the same amount he was making at your platform. Now, probably less because he got to split it 4 ways. But they already got bread, bro. All of them doing their thing outside of a podcast. The podcast don't pay their bills, I'm sure. And in by a year or 2, they back catalog just gonna be just as strong as anybody's, you feel me? So the money gonna be quadrupled. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. It's Big Wave God Made It. This your boy Ted. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. Till next time, we out of here.
Long and asparagus, the money wasn't inherited. Wave God like excellence. I speak the truth like Exodus. Exy bitch before Xmas, then I treat the bitch like she don't exist. Left alone like the only kid. I just had to show my dominance. I just had to show my prominence. I could kill him with a compliment.